fan base is not just Christian, right? I understand you have Muslims, even atheists. How do you explain that?
You know,
why would an atheist be a fan of it?
I think what they like, Larry, is when, you know, the principles that we teach are from the Scripture, but they can help anybody, you know, to reach dreams or to forgive or to have healthy, you know, good self-image. So, you know I'm not a traditional pastor in terms of I'm just going down teaching Scripture by Scripture, because, you know, a lot of my, you know, what I would teach would just be more how to live a great life.
When you read the Bible, what is fact and what is parable? You know, do you believe Elijah rose up, or do you believe that's?
No, well, I believe that. You know, there are some. I do, but I believe, you know, I believe it is literal. But you know, there are parables in there as well. You know, I wouldn't say I'm not a scholar on it all, but I try to stick with the things I do believe.
Do you interpret it literally though?
I do.
Isn't that hard some days? Some days for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard because I don't understand it all, you know, but
you're preaching it, and so if I'm questioning it, shouldn't you have answers for me?
Well, I think I can have answers on the things I understand. So, and that's what I try to stay in my lane of here's what I can, you know, certain things that I believe that I'm good at and that I do understand. I don't know that anybody understands it all, but maybe somebody does.
What do you make of the new Pope?
I like him.
Calls people up.
I know. Well, I like his fact that he's reaching out for the Catholic Church, and he made a statement about, you know what, we're turning into a little bitty chapel because we're pushing everybody away, and that's been a big part of our ministry. And that's, you know, again, that's what some people don't like, but I like to have a big wide net.
What do you make of Carl Lentz, this different kind of pastor?
You know, I like Carl. He's a friend of mine. I've known him for years, and, you know, he'll reach people that I won't reach. I mean, he's not in a suit.
Younger people, right?
Yeah, he's not in a suit and tie. He's got a mohawk and tattoos, but you know what? I'm for everybody.
They accuse you of being soft on theology. You've been accused of getting the gospel wrong. You didn't go to seminary. Fellow pastor Rick Henderson of the South Mountain Community Church in Draper, Utah is one of the critics. How do you respond?
Well, again, I don't think much about it. I just believe that, you know, it was God's plan for my life for me to be doing what I'm doing. As far as soft on theology, I feel like I stick with things that I really know, making God good and relevant. And, you know, the Scriptures.
How did you become a pastor if you didn't go to seminary?
Well, you can become a pastor. I mean, I trained under my father for many years, so you can be ordained from a church. I'm ordained from Lakewood, so there's not. You can be like, you know.
Do you ever feel you missed something by not going to seminary?
Well, I feel like I have friends that go to seminary, and I encourage people that want to get into ministry to go, but I feel like for my life it was the right thing. You know, it just sometimes I don't come at it from a theological point of view, and I think that's part of my success, in that I'm not trying to just explain scriptures, or, you know, sometimes you can know things that would taint how I would minister. And so I like the fact that I believe it was God's plan for me to not go to seminary.